From time to time, I get requests to do fan art commissions, and I usually turn them down for various reasons or excuses.
I've got my country's 500th anniversary to plan, my wedding to arrange, my wife to murder, and Gilda to frame for it. I'm swamped.
But every once in a while, I'm asked to pay tribute to an entertainment property that I love, featuring beloved characters that I've never drawn before. So when I was approached to create a piece of art based on the movie The Princess Bride, I had to seriously think about it. I mean, this movie has everything. Fairy tale princesses, pirates, giants, villains, monsters, action, comedy.
Marriage is what brings us together.
Revenge.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Romance.
Is this a kissing book?
So, after giving it much thought, I came to the conclusion that turning this request down would be absolutely, totally, and in all other ways inconceivable.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Today in the Art Lab, we're going to do things a little differently by simplifying things and pulling back the curtain on my drawing process.
I'm waiting!
Join me, Scott Serkland, in the Art Lab. Let's suit up. Here we are back in the Art Lab, and while typically on this channel, we reverse engineer kitsch and ephemera from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, see how it works, and then recreate it, putting a unique spin on it. Kind of like these fan-made Princess Bride wax pack trading cards. And trust me, I still have many exciting projects that I'm anxious to get to, but for now, we're gonna keep it simple with some good old-fashioned traditional marker rendering.
You know how much I love watching you work.
As you wish. Let's get started. Even though the finished piece is going to be a traditional marker rendering, I'm going to do my sketch digitally in Clip Studio Paint. This will allow me to speed up the process and easily correct my mistakes. I'm starting rough, just laying out the composition and where I want each character to be. I took the time to pull up some character references that I'll have displayed on my other monitor, along with this Harry Potter piece that my friend Eric Hinson drew. I want this piece to be a similar style because it will eventually be framed and displayed side by side with Eric's art in the client's office. I'll continue to flesh out my sketch, adding more and more detail as I go. It's sort of like a building process, starting rough and then gradually adding more and more detail. After my rough drawing is done, I'll reduce the opacity of that layer and create another layer where I'll increase the detail of the character's facial expressions. This movie has so many great characters. I love Billy Crystal and Carole King's characters.
Liar! Liar!
Get back, witch!
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife!
I really hate to leave them out, but I'm already pushing the number of figures compared to Eric's Harry Potter art. My favorite Princess Bride character has always been the Zinni, portrayed by Wallace Shawn.
Have you ever heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates?
Yes?
Morons.
Who's your favorite character? Let me know in the comments section. Even though I'm going to ink this commission traditionally, I'm also going to create a digital version that I can offer to fans. If you follow my newsletter on Substack, you'll get a black and white version that you can print out in color for free. You can subscribe to my newsletter on my website at Serkworks.com, where you'll also receive the free Comic Maker Starter Kit, packed with templates, fonts, and even brushes that you can use to create your own digital projects like this. Select members of my Patreon will receive the colored version and the full layered Photoshop files. Join the fun today on Patreon. When I ink in Clip Studio Paint, I use the G brush that comes standard with the app. I haven't found a comparable inking brush in any other program. I've tried to duplicate it in Procreate without success, and trying to get the same effect of the G pen in Procreate is painful.
Thank you so much for bringing up such a painful subject. While you're at it, why don't you give me a nice paper cut and pour lemon juice on it? We're closed!
With the digital inks done, I'm going to print the piece out and start tracing it on Bristol. I've placed the printout on a light box, and now I'm inking using a Zebra Fude brush pen. I've had good luck with this pen, and it doesn't tend to smudge when used with alcohol-based markers. I'm able to achieve the varied line weight I like, and I don't have to keep dipping the pen in ink like I do with the brush, which makes it very portable when doing sketches at comic store signings or conventions. I think this is coming along rather nicely.
Am I going mad? Or did the word think escape your lips?
In case you're not familiar with The Princess Bride, this isn't a mistake or some weird AI artifact. This character actually has 6 fingers on his left hand. This is 100% done by me with no AI, as hopefully you can see because I'm drawing it in front of you. Time to start the coloring process. I use a combination of Ohuhu and Copic markers. Although I really haven't bought many Copics since I started using Ohuhu. For my money, Ohuhu's quality is comparable and the price is way more reasonable. Plus, they keep expanding their color options and product line, which is nice.
Where was I?
Oh yeah, back to the process. I work from light to dark, focusing on the areas of a particular color. After the base color is down, I add a mid-tone and a darker tone for shadows. I don't get the opportunity to do as much marker rendering as I like anymore, but I find it very therapeutic. For the final step of the process, I'll add some Kirby Crackle to the background and add some white highlights with gel pen and paint markers to make it really pop. This was really fun. I am digging the finished piece, but what do you think?
It's not that bad.
Well, there you have it. A very simple project, but one I hope you enjoyed watching me create. Now keep in mind, typically on this channel, we go big, creating outlandish products like Sad Dip, Slaughter Pops, and even Underoos. So if you want to see more content like that, then like and subscribe and click on this video right up here.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle.
Goodbye.